Hey, what's up guys? This is Jen, and today we're going to talk about 5 beginner chord transitions that you can start on if you're kind of struggling to put chords together. Maybe you have some chord shapes, some open position chord shapes happening, but the transitions aren't going so well. Or you're trying to write and you need something kind of easy to get to from chord to chord. So the first one we're going to talk about is A minor to C. Now what's great about this one is it sounds cool, you'll hear it everywhere, and what you need to do is keep your first 2 fingers down. So especially if you're a beginner, I know your hand's gonna wanna lift off and you're gonna wanna do something like this, and then go back to the chord and do something like this. I want you to resist all of those urges and say, listen, hand, I'm in control here. So go really slow, stay relaxed, just try to move that 3rd finger. Keep everything down, back, and back. So work on that nice and slow. Another one is this little F going to C. So all I'm playing with this F is 4, 3, and 2. Now move your 2 fingers up a string set, but keep them in the same shape. And keep that first finger down and back. Again, I know your first finger is going to want to lift up and you're going to want to do this. Resist that urge. Keep breathing. That always helps me when I'm learning something new. Breathe. Number 3 is going to be G to D. Now, the G that I'm doing is this big one. You'll see this a lot, but I'm talking about this sucker. This is my favorite one. I just really like the sound of it. Now to D, a little more complicated than the first 2, but you want to keep that 3rd finger down. Get to that D chord right there, back to the G. Keep your 3rd finger down. Let's do that again. 3rd finger, stay in control the whole time. Don't lift up. Here we go. And those sound great together. The next one is A minor to E. Now there's no pivot fingers, but what we can do is keep the exact same shape and just move it up and down a string set. So think about your fingers kind of like in a block. Lift up, move the block up, and then press down. Keep those fingers in that block shape. And there's your E. The last one is going to be E minor to C. Now, if you play E minor like this, it's gonna work. So with fingers 1 and 2, keep your middle finger down, add your 3rd, and then your 1st. Keep that middle finger down, 3rd finger comes off, 1st finger goes back to the 5th string. Do that a couple more times, but you see how controlled my hand is, even at this very, very slow tempo. That is really, really, really important. That you don't want to be rushing, you don't want to be doing this. And I know those kinks are going to have to be worked out, but the only way that they're going to come out is if you slowly go over it. So one more time, let's just review those chords that we talked about. So we've got A minor to C, C to F, G to D, keep that 3rd finger down, A minor to E. Remember, block fingers on this one. Try to just move it as one unit. And then the last one, E minor to C. Keep that middle finger down. So hopefully that helps, especially with new guitar players. If you're watching this video and you're like, yeah, I've got my chord shapes, but it all just kind of, nothing is gelling. Again, like we have this like pause, 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 right? Like, but that doesn't sound like the song, and you say, yeah, I know, because it's not, right? Because we've got to have a sense of time, we got to have a sense of motion, but we can't do that if our hands are going all willy-nilly. I think I say willy-nilly a lot in these videos, and I think every time it makes me laugh on the inside, and then sometimes it makes me laugh on the outside. I just like that term, I don't know why. I'm back. What was I talking about? I can't remember. Oh, don't let your hand dictate what's going on. You've got to say, I've got control over you. I know you don't know what's happening right now. I know this is completely foreign and it feels awful and uncomfortable, but you've got to take your time, move from chord to chord, and then start moving up your tempos as you feel more comfortable. But at least these chord progressions, these 5 chord progressions, kind of give you a bit of a head start, because, you know, it's hard when you're going from G to C to D, a lot of movement. So I think this is a great way for you to get introduced to transitioning and introduced to chord progressions without the pressure of it being a full song, or some kind of crazy transitions that you can't get right away. So just remember, if you're struggling with anything, break it down into very, very, very small chunks, and I guarantee you, you will make progress. You will see that progress. You'll start to feel better and more confident. But if you're struggling with anything, break it down. I guarantee you, it probably doesn't have anything to do with you. It probably has to do with the fact that it is too difficult. This is a very difficult instrument, and it is a craft and a skill. So give it the credit it deserves and just break it down and break it down and break it down and break it down until you find that spot where you go, I can do that, I can play that. And then you build from there. But don't try, you know, or what's the thing, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Please, PETA, don't, like, come attack me for that. I don't eat elephants, and I don't recommend eating elephants or killing elephants. So don't get upset with me. It's just a term. It's just a term. But you know, keep that in mind. This is your elephant right here. One bite at a time, nice and slow, and step by step, and you'll get there. So good luck with that. This, as you know, you probably know, is a Patreon supported video. I've got patrons that give me money to play guitar and make these videos and talk to a camera for 20 minutes, and it's really, really cool. Who would have known that an introvert from Wheat Ridge, Colorado would be doing this for a living? It's really nice. It's great. So if you're interested in finding out how to support these videos, please go to www.patreon.com/JenTrani, and you can see how you can support these if you want to. But good luck with this. Take your time. Remember, this is a beginner video, and but you can still apply it to lots of different aspects of your playing. But you've got this, and I'll talk to you soon.